Alright guys, let's go ahead and give that trailer a reaction. Don't sue me, Farm Bros, but then we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about her and her skill set.
I'm securing the objective. Anyone want to join me?
I require healing.
I have you covered.
We gotta push him back.
Eliminate this target.
Bombs wide.
Anna, reporting for duty. I'm on the attack. Follow me in.
Barrier is failing!
Hitting you with a nano boost. Get in there and do some damage. I have you in my sights.
It's high noon.
Lights out.
Alright, so there's Anna. Like, I'm super hyped because it's another sniper. I'm hoping you can quickscope with her, as in you don't have to wait for a long period of time before you shoot. And just let that very last clip right there. I'm pretty sure she 100-0'd that Widowmaker in like one shot. You used 2 shots out of her clip, but you can see she died right there, and it says eliminated her. I don't know if she was weak before or what, but it didn't look like she got hit by anything because she just spawned in. And at the very beginning, something I want to mention, because it doesn't say anything about her, this and the skill set, but you see her at the very top of the Anubis, and she doesn't have any movesets in her skill set. Let's go ahead and go over her skill set so we can talk a little bit more about her. So yeah, she's actually a new hero that's a support. And people were talking about it's a support sniper, and people were like, nah, that's not gonna happen. But look, guys, it's officially here. But let's go ahead and just talk a little bit about her and my thoughts on her, and you guys can go ahead and let me know how you guys feel about her as well. So anyways, her first ability is the sleep dart, which puts something to sleep, and then it says, though any damage will rouse them. So I'm guessing that means that they can still take the damage, but I mean, if you're gonna 100-0 target, I don't know if, like I said, she can 100-0 target. It looked like she killed the Widowmaker instantly, but you could see Widowmaker's HP for a second, and when you snipe someone as Widowmaker and you're getting them in one shot, you don't see that HP. So that could have been that the target was low. I know that target basically just spawned in on like the right side of Anubis, and it just grappled to the high ground. But there's nothing in her kit that lets her get to the high ground. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll have to wait to see if, like, you know, maybe she has some type of mobility that's not described over here, because she was at the top of that those 2 arches on the first point. But the rifle looks like it says it shoots a dart that can restore health to her allies or deal ongoing damage to her enemies. So I'm guessing that may be a dot damage. Again, we don't know any of those stats, but it looks like maybe if you shoot them in the head and then it's a small damage over time that maybe deals like 20 damage or something like that. Because you saw a little bit of HP on Widowmaker still. And then her next thing that she has in her kit is the sleep dart. So it fires a dart from her sidearm, rendering an enemy unconscious, though any damage will wake them up, essentially. So, like I said, if you can just like make it so a target cannot play, and then shoot them in the head, and they take a small dot damage, that's pretty good. Then we have Biotic Grenade. She tosses a biotic bomb that deals damage to enemies and heals allies in a small area of effect. Affected allies briefly receive increased healing from all sources, while enemies caught in the blast cannot be healed for a few moments. I don't know what the exact stat of that is, but I'm guessing it's not double. Again, we don't have these numbers, but I want to say it's probably like 0.5. That's just a lot of integers, or like, you know, Discord, you take 1.5 times the damage and stuff like that. So I'm guessing it's like it increases the healing by 0.5. And then we have her ultimate, which is Nano Boost, which she actually used on the Reinhardt. So it increases their damage, they get to increase their movement speed, and they take less damage from enemy attacks. So I guess, I know it's not, you know, super relevant, but I'm saying, like, if a Pharah shoots herself, I'm wondering, since you are dealing more damage, I'm wondering if that actually counts as an enemy attack, so to speak, but more than likely it doesn't. But I just thought that was kind of interesting to mention, because there are other things like Junkrat where he can actually damage himself, like through his just normal attack. So I'm wondering if you'll just take the extra damage. I'm assuming, yeah, you probably will, but because it does say enemy attacks. But you could see the Reinhardt was one-shotting the Bastion turret, which has 300 HP. Also, it has armor. So at that point, that's over 305 damage if the Bastion was full HP and the Reinhardt was swinging. So I don't know what that damage boost is. I don't know if it's 0.5. I mean, could you guys imagine this on a Genji, though? Oh my gosh. Like, if you get a damage boosted... dude, heck, you damage boost a Widowmaker, and maybe have a Mercy also damage boost the Widowmaker. I want to see what potential we have in the game for the nano boost, but that's really cool. I really like this hero, Ana. But I don't know if you guys saw, but going back to the gameplay over here, when she's shooting, she's actually using more than just one shot in her clip. I don't know why they just made it 3 out of 3 if it's going to cost 2 shots every time. To me, it doesn't make sense, so I'm thinking maybe if you shoot allies versus enemies, it can take different amounts depending on where you hit them. It just, like I said, it just doesn't make any sense unless there's another fire that we just haven't seen. But her whole like skill kit was essentially shown off, and her abilities were also shown off, and I'll link that down below if you guys want to check that out. But you can see he just one-shotted. But you can see over here on the Widowmaker, it one-shotted her essentially. She just took some small damage. That ability just seems so good. And going back to where she was actually shooting the Roadhog with the her ability to make it so they couldn't be healed. I don't know if that arcs, or I don't know if the sleep thing arcs. It did look like it had a slight arc downward, but I don't know if that was just to compensate for like the angle it was at. But I want to know how she's getting to that top area, because if she has high mobility, then I think she's very, very good, and I'm definitely interested in playing her a lot more than I originally wanted to, because I'm not much of a person that likes to play support minus like Lucio, because I just like the way he works. He has that high mobility. I know Mercy can have high mobility too, but it relies on your allies actually like going there. Sometimes when you don't have a Pharah, you're a lot more limited. But that is very cool. I'm so glad that they actually released the sniper meta, because it seems so just different, and I like different. And I like when people are innovative with games. But anyways, let me know, guys, what you think of Ana. Do you guys think she's OP, or do you guys think that, whatever, I'm just going to skip out of her. To me, I think she looks definitely really, really cool, and I'll definitely be interested in trying her once she comes out. And hopefully they'll release her earlier on the PTR. Hopefully it's going to be coming out relatively soon, because I know that they're doing a thing at Comic-Con, and maybe she will be playable during that, or maybe there's another hero, but that is really awesome. Can't wait to check her out. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm signing out.